Hey everyone, it's Jayma Malmi, and today I wanted to share with you some products from Close to My Heart's flash sale. There are tons of amazing products in the sale. I have a lot of them, and I wanted to show them to you up close and personal, along with some artwork I've created that uses them so you can get some ideas on how to use them for yourself. So let's go ahead and start with my very favorite product. I'm starting with a flip flap, and if you know my channel, you know I love flip flops. I use these all the time. The 4x6 is in the sale, so this fits a 4x6 photo or journaling or anything else inside of it. There are tons of other sizes like 3x4, 3x3, even 2x2, 4x4, 5x7, 6x12, but the 4x6 is on sale. But if you like the idea of this, all of the other ones are on my site, they're just not on sale. So let me show you how they work. I've got a couple of them over on this side, and so it's a great way to add extra photos. So I have a little pocket card here, an extra photo here, and then I've got extra photos down here. So you fit 2 extra photos for every flip flap you use. And then I've got another one over here that has a landscape one, and I've got my journaling in there. So the package comes with the strip on the top, or on the short side, and on the long side. You get 12 in each package. It's just an adhesive strip, so this peels off and it's really, really sticky, and you stick it right onto the top of your page protector. It's super easy. I will link to a video. I'll link to this video, and so it shows you exactly how to put them on your page protector and use them. So while I have this out, I want to show you a couple other things in the sale. The Wander die cuts, which is an outdoor theme, as you can tell from here. I've used them here, this background over here. They are on sale. They're a pretty good price. And then this stamp set, which I've used a ton. You can see it's very well loved. This, I cut out the title. The out in is over here. Take a Hike, I think, was from a different set. But I used several. Oh, the backpack is over here. So I used several of the items from that set on here. So this one, the stamp is one stamp, but I cut them out over here. And then let me show you another layout that I created. I've shared these a couple of times before, but this is the same thing, but instead of cutting them out, I just cut out a block there. And then I have the out in nature. Again, these are different years and totally different scrapbooks, so they're not even near each other in my scrapbooks. But we've got the Always Say Yes to Adventure, that's on here. Weekends are for swimming, or weekends are for adventures, and you can check the boxes, but I didn't check those. I just put that here. There's all these little plus signs. The little postage stamp here, and that has a die cut. There's a few die cuts here. And let's see, I think I used another one. But anyways, this is on sale. And then another outdoor set is this one. This is a card making set, but it would work great for some scrapbooking too. I love that little fire, isn't that cute? And the little s'more, super cute. So this is on sale as well. All right, now I've got a couple of stamps and dies that I don't have artwork for, and then everything else has artwork. So I'm just gonna go through these real quick. There's these stamp and thin cuts, and these are cool because it cuts out friend, and then it's 2 different stamps, so you could stamp the top of the H in a different color than the bottom. So that's really fun. And then this one has these really pretty florals. It went with the Sweet as Honey card making kit. This one I've made tons of cards with, but I've sent them all off, so I don't have any left to show you, but it covers a whole A2 size card, and it looks really, really pretty. And then this one is 2 cover plate dies, and I don't have artwork to go with it, but I do have some cut out, so you can see how they layer on each other, and that's just really fun for a nice tropical look. All right, we've got this stamp set and matching dies. And here are a couple of cards I've created with this, a more masculine card. And then this one has the love that was cut out of it with some other stamp sets and Cricut cuts. I'm gonna have lots of scrapbook pages for you, but I have just a few cards to share first. So there's that stamp set. And then I have a bunch to share with this Gnome Matter stamp set and thin cuts. I really, really love this set. I've had a lot of fun with it. So here's this little guy. These were a couple of Valentine cards that I made. And then this little guy. This is such a classic pattern. I love this card pattern. And then this little guy. And then that brings me to another item in the sale is this slimline die right here. And another way I've used these gnomes is to color them like little Santas, but I've sent all those cards off too, of course. The slim alphabet and numbers are in the sale. I love these dies. I know I've made more with them than this, but this is a Christmas card I made in last year's 31 Days of Christmas Cards event, which the creative design team puts on every October. It is coming up again this October, and you'll be hearing about how to register very, very soon. But this was a really fun card that we created with some fun techniques. So both of these die sets are in the sale. All right, now let's move to some scrapbooking examples. This is the tabs and tags thin cuts. I used this tag right here to create this layout. So this was a creative ways to use tags collab with the creative design team. And so I showed off my husband's woodworking that he picked up over COVID. So this is in the sale. This is the Stitched Square Frames dies, and this is one that's in the sale and I used recently on this layout. So the nice thing about these is that you get the frame and you get the inside piece that's stitched. Next, we've got the simple serif lowercase and uppercase alphabet die sets. They are both on sale. And here are a couple of layouts I created. I think this one is one of my favorite layouts of all time. Isn't that adorable? So obviously I used that for the title, and then I used a mixture of the lowercase and the uppercase. And then for this one, I used just the uppercase and I layered them so there's two of them doubled up on each other for that title there. By the way, I do have process videos for most of these that I'm showing you. So I will leave a playlist down in the description below showing all of the layouts that you see here. If they have a process video, they'll all be in the same playlist. This next die is one that really helps to look at it differently. It's meant to be a slimline card die, but I have yet to actually use it on a card. So I used it on a couple layouts. Here's the first one. I cut it apart and I used them in my clusters like this. So I've got the outlines, and then there's, you know, it's going to punch out of the middle too. So I used the centers of all the stars as well. So it really goes a long way. I got all of the embellishments for this page just from running that through the die cutting machine one time. So there's the first layout. And then this layout I did very similarly. I used the glitter. I think the glitter makes a nice impact, but you can use whatever you want. And so it just made a nice embellishment. Stars are one of those embellishments that you can put it on anything. You could use it on masculine layouts. You can use it when you're not sure what else to put on the page. You go for stars. I'm partial to stars anyway, but they just go with everything. So there's a couple of ways to use that in addition to the obvious way of using it on a slimline card. I'm absolutely in love with this layered butterflies die set. This is one of those sets that I will never part with. It is just too good, and it is a great price. I think it's like $12 off. So you've got the big butterfly, you've got the small butterflies. The small butterflies have a background, which I actually didn't use here, but it's got a solid background and then the detail cut. And then this bigger butterfly has the detail cut, sort of a medium cut. I don't know if you can see that on the vellum. And then the solid background, which I didn't use on this, but I used 2 layers. There's 2 layers. No, there's just 1 layer on these. But anyways, I've used it in many different ways. It is just such a versatile set. I absolutely love it. And this happens to be one of my very favorite layouts that I've ever done. It has a process video where I shared 5 tips for embellishing. So I'll link that again, of course, in the playlist. And then this layout also uses a few of those butterflies when I just needed a smaller embellishment. And we're gonna come back to this layout because there's a couple other things on here that are on sale too. So we'll come back to this. I've got a few layouts to share using the layered flowers dies because I've used this set a lot. I've made a lot of cards with it. I've made a few layouts, and so I'm going to share those layouts with you. Lots of fun flowers that layer up on each other in this set. I think that's also a really good price. There's leaves too. So we've got the leaves here. We've got all of these layered flowers. There's just so many pieces you can use. There's these leaves too, and then these leaves. And so like these spiky pieces here came out of the bigger flower back here. So some of the flowers are like 2 for 1. So really, really fun things that you can do with that set. I love this layout. It has a process video. Here is another one that uses lots of those layered flowers and some Cricut cuts. So again, another just fun way to layer up all of these flowers. You really can't go wrong. And these I've layered up quite a bit. You can make them much more simple as well. And then here's another way. This was a layout from our creative design team membership where I shared the techniques to make this, but I tucked them underneath and cut some of them in half and tuck them underneath there. So they're just kind of peeking out instead of being a focal point. Now I'm going to run through a lot of the rest of this more quickly. It's a lot of paper packs and stuff like that. So there's the Bright stack of 6x6 papers, which is a collection of lots of various papers from over the years, shrunk down to 6x6 and put together in one 6x6 stack that are all, as you would guess, bright colors. So I love all the patterns in here. There's a couple of the things from Eat, Play, Love. First, there's the Picture My Life cards, which is the pocket cards. I've used a little bit of them that go along with this collection. So I'm not going to open all of these, but I did want to show you the scrapbooking workshop kit. So this is how all of Close to My Heart's scrapbooking workshop kits come. They've got this guide with the artwork right here. So you're going to create 3 2-page layouts. And then the next pages show you how to cut your paper. So it's cutting guides so that you can cut all of your paper ahead of time. And then there's assembly instructions. So it walks you through how to assemble each of these layouts. And unlike just the paper pack, this comes with a lot of die cuts. So we've got the paper pack in here. Let me get to the back of that. So this is the paper pack, and I'll show you that, but there's all of these die cuts that are exclusive to the kit. So this big die cut that you see here is like the highlight of this page here. So all of these just pop right out really easily, and you'll add them to your page. And then you'll also use the stickers from the sticker sheet, which is part of the paper pack. This is great for baking memories. And then here are the really pretty papers. This one is so pretty. Lots of baking, but it doesn't have to be baking. Look at this really pretty pattern here. And then we've got the cherries and the plaid. So there's those. And then let me just show you the rest of the die cuts. They're what's gonna go along with what's needed for the rest of all of those layouts. But if you're like me and you like changing things up, you can use these die cuts for whatever you want. You can just, you know, pop them out and put them together as you please. You don't have to do the layouts as designed. So you've got this big old mixer. So if you love baking, you know, Christmas is coming up. However, hint, hint, there's a really cute baking, more Christmas themed baking collection coming out too. But if you have non-Christmas baking, this is great. And then there's a few cardstock sheets in here too. So this is the one that's in the flash sale, but if you like the idea of this kind of scrapbooking kit, there's always this kit for every collection that comes out. So the newer collections have a kit like this as well. The layouts are going to be different, obviously different papers and embellishments and all that. And then there's usually, there is always an accessory pack. So this one is the wooden shapes. So we've got like a little whisk, a salt and pepper shaker, some hearts, a teapot, some baking things, a hand mixer. So really cute stuff in there. Where are my Disney fans? All right, so if you have gone to Disney recently or you're planning to go to Disney and you need a scrapbooking kit, this one I've dug into already, but I haven't touched the stickers. Look at how fun that is, all of these, the foil. It's like holographic foil. It's so pretty on this sticker sheet. And I haven't mentioned yet, the stickers are like cardstock stickers. So if you're not familiar with Close to My Heart stickers, they're really, really nice quality stickers. And then here are all of the patterns that come in this kit. So obviously I've cut into some of these, but really fun patterns. I love this one. Isn't that fun? Let's see, the back of that is the triangles and then the polka dots with the stripes. So obviously you get a whole pack of it, and you get more paper than this. And then there's also these acrylic shapes. So let me show you these. These are in the flash sale as well. You've got the castle, you've got magical, you've got a camera, you've got the Minnie Mouse bow, really cute, and then stars and hearts and a geotag, I think. So those are really cute. And then there's these little bows that have a sticker, like a foam, I guess it's a foam dot on the back, a really sticky foam dot on the back. These were meant to go with a Christmas collection at one point, but how cute would that be with Disney? So those are also in the flash sale. So if you are interested in adding those, I mean, really they go with anything, Halloween, Disney, Christmas, you name it. So this is all in the flash sale. Okay, this is when we're gonna come back to this layout because some of the items from this collection are on sale. So this paper pack was super popular. Everything is sold out. It was from earlier this year, but the bulk paper is still available, and that's these two patterns here. And you can see how I've used them here. There is a process video for this that will be in the playlist, so you can see how I talked about using busy patterns. This helps to tame this busy pattern. I mean, this would look really cute with a, you know, half and half triangle layout like that. And then there's these chipboard pieces that go along with the collection. There's the Picture My Life cards, so they coordinate with this collection, so they'll help you stretch this paper further. And then there's this stamp set, which, let me pull this sheet out because it tells you how all of these pieces work together. So there's all of these like random pieces. They look kind of like watercolored flowers, and you piece them together to create the flowers. So there's dies. So this one die will cut this out. And then there's these different petals that you would all form together to form like clusters like this. So you can use this one background and then add a few of these little petals on it to create a more full flower. You can layer them up. So fun things that you can do with this set. And then it says Sweet Friend. You've got the dies for that and the stamps for that. So that's a good one for scrapbooking. Okay, I've got one more layout under here to share with you, but let me get through the specialty papers that are available. So we've got the Sunbeam holographic paper. There are lots of other holographic papers, but the Sunbeam is what's on the flash sale, so you can see how fun that is. It's kind of like an orangey yellow. And then we've got Sapphire glitter paper, which is just gorgeous. Love that. There's a lot of blues in the flash sale, and you'll see that when I show you the accessories and tools. The coordinating cardstock that went with Deck the Palms. So it's got this UV pattern on it. I hope that I think that's catching in the light. So there's a polka dot, there's flamingos, this is like a leaves, maybe Monstera leaves, and this is the same leaves. And this is printed onto our regular cardstock that has a lighter shade on the back, and it's just regular cardstock on the back. But if you happen to need the lighter shade, it's there. Just, I mean, I wouldn't want to waste the UV coated pretty paper, but it's there if you need it. This is also flamingos on the raspberry. And then there's little pineapples on the lemonade. And then this is more of the polka dots on the lagoon. And then this layout is going to show off the UV coated cardstock. This was a special back in, I think, February or March maybe, where the whole sheet of cardstock had that coating on it. So I used a lot of the colors so you can get an idea of how that works. And it's just so fun. I love the shine that it brings. I love this. So the sun is two-toned, so the back, the rays have the shine on it. And then the circle is the opposite side of the lemonade, the lighter shade, so it's not shiny. But isn't that fun? So this whole pack, and there's tons of paper in there. I mean, that's a huge pack, lots of colors. Now I've got a little box of treasures here. I've got a few of these accessories to share, and then one more thing, and then we are done. There are a couple of embossing folders. So there's the cascading dots and the wood panel embossing folders. There are 4 colors of shimmer trim. So if you love shimmer trim like I do, this is a great time to pick it up. It is sticky back, so it's like a tape. So a little tip is I leave a little bit of a tail on that backer so that I can usually I'm not holding it, so I can just peel it off like this. And so that helps you to easily get it off. Otherwise, sometimes it can be really hard to get it separated. But candy apple, I was excited to see in the sale, and silver. With Christmas coming up, I love using this shimmer trim on Christmas cards. And again, 31 days of Christmas cards, I may be using that. Or some of the other girls might be. There are glitter gems, and there's the bluebell, the silver, and the gold. I always have these on hand. I use them all the time. In fact, I used them today. There's 2 sizes. This is one size, but I just wanted to show you all that glittery goodness. They're so fun. So I love the glitter gems, and there are a few colors. There are some, there's a bluebell sequins. There's the sprinkles. So these are just rubber shapes, but they look like little birthday sprinkles. They're really fun to put in shakers. And then there's the red little loose gems, and these are just really tiny little gems that are perfect for shaker cards. Again, the red, again, perfect for Christmas. They may make an appearance in 31 days of Christmas cards. And then there's all of these shimmer brushes. So this is actually Harbor in this pink one. It was a sample that I got, but Harbor is in there. And then there's Scarlet, Bluebell, Lagoon, Red, Bluebell, and Sapphire. So all these colors are in there. Again, Scarlet, Red for Christmas, and hint, hint, Scarlet is in the Christmas paper that's coming. So just a little heads up there. And then a couple of my favorite tools. The piercing tool, I use this all the time. It is super handy for picking up those gems I just showed you that are sticky backed. And then the paper crafting tool. This also is good for picking up gems, but it also has this tapered end here that's perfect for sliding under your photos or other papers that you glue down and we're like, crap, I don't want that glued down, I need to get it up. So it slips under there really easily and is very handy. So those are all really great items in the sale. And then 2 more things I wanted to share. This red album, it's a 6x8 album, is in the sale. What I have inside of it is also in the sale, the Love of Color books. But I wanted to point out red because, again, Christmas, if you document December, then this is perfect for you. And another little hint, the creative design team is working on a sketchbook for 31 days of December to do a sort of December memory keeping thing. We'll be doing some sketches. But what I keep in the red one is the Love of Color books. These are in the flash sale, and I love these because they give you color combo ideas. So if you're like, okay, I've got, pink in my photos, there's not many other colors, but I don't want to just do a pink layout. So go find a pink. We can go to page 8 and you get some great color combos for pink. There's the pink, yellow, in Close to My Heart colors, it's Flamingo, Lemonade, New England Ivy, and Espresso, Flamingo, Sangria, and Charcoal, Flamingo, Lilac, Bluebell, Glacier, Pebble. And so there's 3 great color combos right there. So there's 2 volumes. This one came out a couple years ago with some newer Close to My Heart colors. I'm guessing maybe next year they'll come out with another one because some of these now are retiring and we've got new ones. This is the original book that had all of the original ones. Let me find the back of that book right here. So there's a whole bunch. There's tons more colors in this one, but same kind of idea. But if you're looking for, if you just want one, I would start with volume 1, but really they both are invaluable. I use them all the time for color combos. And so you can look at the index if you're looking for a specific color. This is all Close to My Heart colors, but it doesn't have to be. You can, if you just have a hot pink, then you can look for the hot pink and turn to that page in whatever collection you have. And then if you are interested in doing the 31 days of December with us and following our sketches or doing just something on your own, all of the 6x8 inserts are in the sale too. So there's 6x8 with just 6x8 pages. And then there's 6x8 that has two 4x6s divided. And then there's also the 4 3x4s. And I alternate those usually in my album. Here is a 4x6 flip flop. So I use that in my Documenting December album as well. And then let me just show you, I did a lot of 3x4 page protectors as well. So here's one where I did a double flip flap. So on the 24th, we celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve and on Christmas Day. So I had a lot of pictures to share for Christmas Eve and then again on Christmas Day, even though I had a full page spread for those. So this had double flip flaps as well. So this was a very simple one that I put together, and the creative design team, as I mentioned, will be putting sketches together and we'll be creating our own kind of documenting albums, and you'll be able to use them all year round. It doesn't have to be just for December. So that wraps up the sale. I will have links to the flash sale down in the description below, as well as a playlist if you want to see any of the process videos for the layouts I shared. If you have any questions at all, let me know. I've put a couple other videos on the screen you might enjoy, and happy shopping. See you later.